It wasn't a glamorous life by any means.
Frank Abagnale, once a teenage con man.
Before I was old enough to drink, I wrote about $2.5 million worth of bad checks in 26 foreign countries in all 50 U.S. states.
His story of lies and deception inspired him to write a book titled Catch Me If You Can. It was later turned into a Hollywood film directed by Steven Spielberg.
I'd like to cash this check here and I'd like to take you out for a steak dinner.
It followed Abagnale's life as a high school dropout who figured out how to beat the system. He found work as a pilot for Pan Am, with a fake pilot's license, a lawyer with a forged Harvard law degree, and even became a doctor.
Everything I did I kind of fell into. It wasn't premeditated. I think the fact that I was an adolescent is why I really got away with it, not because I was a genius or anything like that, but because I had no fear of being caught.
The law finally caught up with him at 21 in France. He also served time in Swedish prison before he was sentenced to 12 years in the United States. But Abagnale would only serve 4 of those years.
When I was 26 years old, the government offered to take me out of prison on the condition I go to work with an agency of the federal government for the remainder of my sentence.
Abagnale took the offer and started working with the FBI. And more than 40 years later, he is still helping the agency fight the crime of fraud, which he says is
so much easier to do today what I did 50 years ago because I didn't have the technology that exists today.
5 years ago, Abagnale teamed up with the AARP to help seniors avoid becoming a victim of fraud.
They're always going to at some point ask you for money or ask you for information. That's the red flag.
He says if you do fall victim to a scam, coming forward is a must.
There's nothing to be ashamed of if you are scammed or if someone attempts to scam you. The smartest people in the world have been scammed.
Along with his life experience as a con man, these are things Abagnale discusses in his presentations around the country.
We hope all of our members will walk out of there feeling armed with the kind of resources and understanding they need to protect themselves, their friends, and their family from frauds and scams.
And that presentation kicks off in about 20 minutes over at the DoubleTree Hotel on Williston Road in South Burlington. There is no fee to attend, so if you're looking for something fun and interesting tonight, swing on by. Glenn.
All right, thank you, Spencer. An interesting life. Wow, fascinating.
Spencer's been talking about this all day. He was also very honored to meet Frank.
Yeah, boy, wow. And we all remember the movie, of course, and a great book, too.